So now that we went ahead and made our, C++ anim instance for the locomotion, I want to go ahead and do a quick little profile between 60 zombies and our previous, what do you call it? Well, profile. So I'm going to put this guy about back where he was, and I know I have a zombie way out here. So let's get him in the right spot. And we need 60 of them. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And just duplicate out. And delete. So we have 60 left. So just like before. So I'm going to go ahead and record a very simple profile without and then with the locomotion improvement. So we can close out of this and simply, actually, I almost forgot. I want to go ahead and open the Unreal, what is it called? This front end session browser, whatever it's called. So let's go ahead and open that up. Okay, it's the Unreal Insights session browser. So I'll bring that over and go ahead and launch the game. Okay, so it went ahead and started recording the profile, and I'm going to do about the same, 15-second-ish walk that I've been doing all the times before. So there we go. And there we stop. And now I want to go ahead and make the change. So we have this profile, and of course it's going to launch that, but I want to rename this one. So this will be before C++ locomotion. There we go. And we can stop the recording there and just delete this guy. So now I want to modify the anim BP of the zombie. So get rid of all this logic from the event graph, and same thing that there and the two variables. So in our case, we don't even need the cached pose. We just need to link the layer. So class settings, implemented interfaces, we want the ALI locomotion, and to bring over the locomotion anim layer. And in our case, we want to auto link to anim layer underscore locomotion. So save that, and we can give this another try. So go ahead and launch game, and we should have the profiler. Yep, Insights is picking it up. And we're going to do pretty much the exact same route and just compare, what the differences are, at least on the game thread, and see if there, even is any at all. Okay. So this will be the after C++ locomotion, and I'll actually just call it C++ locomotion, and that's kind of our latest timestamp, so to speak, of our performance profiling. So I only want to see the game thread, and I'll zoom in so I can read it, and I'll just go to some section, say here, and then I want to open up the after, do the same thing, go to where I can see the times, and go, similar spot. Okay, so before, okay, so we have, 7.9, 10.2. We have a really high one here. 6.8, 6.4, that's pretty nice. 7.5. And yeah, we're basically just kind of fluctuating up and down to around, I'd say around the 10 millisecond mark, minus this one random kind of spike here, because of how we have the movement component set up to tick. That is a slight thing that does need to change, which is why we have such inconsistencies with our frames because there's a different amount every single frame, pretty much. Well, not every frame, but just about, of movement components that are ticking. But yeah, so we are consistently under, the 10 millisecond mark and looking pretty good overall. That's a really nice one that I wish we had more of. So now let's compare to the C++ one, which I selected. So same thing. We have, 6.4, 7.5, 9.3, so on and so forth. I have not checked the actual like animation specific stuff to see what's been going on, but just from a quick skim, it does look like the values, or at least the frame times, are consistently a little bit lower. It's kind of hard to really gauge because we don't have a consistent setup, but at least from looking through, it does look like we have, saved a few, not a full millisecond or anything, probably, but some work there. So I don't know if we have any animation specific, not that I can see. So let's just pick a random thread here. Let's go to 8.4, and we should have our NMBP related stuff. So yeah, there's like our locomotion right here. So these are taking 4.3 microseconds, 2.5, 2.5, 3. So we'll just say 3 microseconds to complete. Let's check another frame. And 30, then 5, 5, 5, 5, so on and so forth. So it's taking about, I'll just say about 6 microseconds to complete. And in total, let's look at the time. So the tick animation is 900. Oh, that's NS. That should be nanoseconds. Oh, wait, I read the wrong time, didn't I? So 9.2, 8.8, 9, 9.2, 11. So 15, then back to 9. So I'm going to say, we'll just say around 10. So 10 to tick the animation with the C++ locomotion. And if we head over to this guy, we'll select a similar frame. So that one was around 8. Was it 8 something? So 7 for that one. So yeah, just 7 and 8. So let's find a decent one. So here's our 8.5 and our 7.5. So our ANMBP zombie pawn, specifically our tick animation. So tick animation is 10.3, 8.2, 7.6, 7.6, 7.5, so on and so forth. And 10.2, 11.6, 11.3, 13.5, and 11.8. So those are higher. And if we go back to this faster one to compare really quick, we have the, see, this is for, zombie pawn. So, 5.1, 5.4, 5.3, 4.4, 2.9, 3.2, 3.6. So if we compare like the high to the high and the low to the low, it definitely does seem like there is some improvement there, but there's not a whole lot. I mean, there's a fair bit. We're almost having it, but in the way that it is being ticked using the animation budget allocator, it is a fair bit less. But again, because we're using the animation at budget allocator, it's not really a big deal anyways. It is going to be quite similar, but we might be able to get, some of the other actors ticking at a slightly faster rate, for example, than we would otherwise just due to some of the savings. But yeah, we do need less conservative settings for the budget allocator anyways at some point, because I don't know if you saw, but they are a little bit stuttery, especially as they get off into the distance. So anyways, that is going to be all for this video, and I will see you in the next one. If you like what I'm doing and you want to help support me, you can find a link to my Patreon in the description below, where you can also get early access to this entire series.